In this video, I will be fixing a door heater for this walk-in freezer door frame, guys. Check it out. Here on the bottom corner, it's all frozen. I'm expecting the door heater to be faulty. So I'm gonna check the first thing I'm gonna do is check the power here to see if there's any amperage on the door heaters. Okay guys, so the first thing you guys want to do is take off the faceplate for your junction box. This junction box is where the power connects to your door heaters. After that, what you want to do is go ahead and grab your amp meter, and what you want to do is check the amps of the door heaters to see how many amps it draws, or if it actually draws any amps to begin with. So take that out, put your amp meter on, and what you're going to see, you should see roughly 1 amp. Right now, I don't know if you guys can see, but there are 0 amps showing. So therefore, we can conclude that our our door heaters are burnt. Another thing you can check is if there's actually any power going to the door heaters before you come to that conclusion that your door heaters are fucked. My voltmeter, or sorry, my beeper. So we do have power going to it, but we have no amps on our door heaters. So what I'm going to do is check my hot leg. With my voltmeter. Voltmeters are much more accurate than your beeper. Go on to the voltage setting, and we have 120 voltage. I want to see if I can show you guys that. Just give me a sec. So here we go. We're getting 120 volts. So we are getting power. However, our heaters are not drawing any amperage. So therefore, we can conclude that our door heaters are burnt or just not working. So I went earlier last week, and I ordered the parts, and they're just in my van. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the new heaters, and then I'm going to try to take the old one out, to take out all the flashing, the doors itself, and go from there. So the first thing you want to do in order to get access to the old door heater that is behind the flashing around the door frame of this walk-in freezer is you want to take off the whole door. So open it up, lift, and take out. What you want to do next is take off the door hinges, the 2 doors on the left side and this little thing over here for the door closer. Make sure you keep the screws. Sorry about that, guys. I just lost battery on my phone. So, yeah, so now it's recharged. So let's continue where we left off. So I'm just taking off all the hinges and the latch. We got this off now, and then we can go ahead and take off the screws that are holding the flashing in place. I'm gonna finish taking out all the screws, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys. So after you've taken out all the screws, what you want to do next is take out all the silicone that is binding the two flashings together on the walk-in. So all the way around the door frame, you just want to run your knife and cut the silicone that is attached to the panel itself.
तो मां बाला लेकिन ऐसे इस मां काम करता ना नाले हाथ में चक ला बस हम डोर डोर लाई और उधर फिर चक के बाद चक ले मोरे बाद रख ले मोरे वो फिर चक दे हले और डोर डोर लाई के रखी है ने वो फिर चक जल्दी डिफेक्ट चक
Okay, so once you're done that, you can go ahead, use a flat screwdriver and try to pry the U-channel or the flashing, whatever you want to call it. Try to pull it off and try not to bend the flashing because we're going to reuse it and put it back on when we're done. Of course, it's easier to do this when the freezer has been off for a couple hours, but since my customer is in a rush and this is an emergency, I'm doing it right away for them. Throw out one screw, guys, down here. There we go. Slide right off. And as you guys can see, I'm going to give you guys a close-up, but you can see all that aluminum foil. Under that is where the heater is of the old heater. So what I'm going to do is just touch it, and obviously because there was no amperage draw, this heater is not working, so it's not hot. So I'm going to go ahead now and try to find the power to our heater first, and then turn off the whole breaker, and then I'm gonna change the heater. So I'm gonna go to the breaker right now and find which breaker it is, turn it off, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay folks, so I found the breaker, I turned it off, and now I'm gonna go ahead and rip off the old one, the old heater that was already on here. So I'm gonna go around, and this should come right out. just like so. And there you go. This is the old one. Pretty much garbage now. And now I'm going to go get the new one. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just got this here not too long ago. This is the heater that we are putting in. It's a Subco SH281. And we're going to go ahead and install this now. The same way we same way we took out the old one. Same pattern, same everything. Okay guys, so I untitled everything, and the first thing I did was, I'm going to show you guys up close. I poked the two power leads on my heater through the junction box, and here it is. But I'm going to leave this for now. What I'm going to do right now is go ahead and pull and then go around the door frame of this heater, pull the door heater and go around the door frame. While doing this, I'm going to tape it with this aluminum tape that I have. It's very important that you guys use aluminum tape, guys, nothing else. Okay folks, so this is what the door frame looks like once you've installed the new door heater. It's all under the aluminum tape. I've tried to conceal as much of the heater as I can with this aluminum tape. And now, before I put on the flashing, what I'm going to do is check the heater. So what I'm going to do is connect the two power leads to the power source, and then go turn on the breaker and check the amperage. I just went to the breaker, turned on the power after I have connected my two power leads to my power source. So I'm going to go ahead and now check the amperage. Now if you remember before, we had 0 amps. So now what we have is 0.95 amps. So this means that our heater is working now, and we can now go ahead and put the flashing back on. So now we are done with the view channels all around our door frame, just to cover up the wood and the door heater. We can now go ahead with the door hinges and all the latches. So here are the hinges and latches. We got the screws here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. We are all done with the hinges, and now we can go ahead and put on the door. As you can see, we're tight for space, so I stored the freezer door inside my walk-in cooler, and I'm going to go ahead and take it out and put it on the freezer itself. I just put the door back on, as you guys can see, and the last step is just to put the faceplate back on my junction box. So I'm going to do that, and then we are done. Let me see if I could. Never mind. So just make sure the morettes are on tight. Both are good to go. Shove them inside. Screws here. And there you go. And that, folks, is how you install a door heater for a walk-in freezer.